Good morning, boys. Once again, in this session, we go straight away to section C of the model question paper 2. As I have been telling you, this model paper makes us familiar about the pattern of questions, and it also helps us to understand from which concept of the chapter or from which topic of the chapter maximum questions will be asked and what should be the pattern. Is it straight MCQ or is it R and A type, assertion and reasoning type? Is it diagram based questions? And finally, is it case based MCQ? So this will help us to understand that. So we go straight. Question number 49. Many adaptations are found in flowers to achieve certain kinds of pollination. Okay? The pollination achieved by insects is known as entomophily. Phily means love, I said. Entomo, insects. So entomophily, love of the insects towards the pollen grains. The given diagram shows the cross section of an anther of an insect pollinated flower. So there is a transverse section of anther, and in that, if you carefully see, there is X and Y labeling. Is that it? Now he is asking you, which of the following, question number 49, which of the following is or are the functions of structure Y? Now first identify structure Y. Could you identify where is the structure Y? In your own mobile sets or laptops, you just expand the diagram. Identify Y. Now alternatives. A, to carry waste products away from the anther. B, to supply oxygen to the cells of the anther. C, to transport food and mineral to anther. D, to supply water to anther. Now ABCD choices. C only, B ABCD, C A, B and D only, D C and D only. So there is two steps. There are two steps in this. Step number 1 is identify Y and find out what is the function of that. Next, question number 50. Which of the following most accurately describes the structures found in compartment X? A, first identify the X, expand your diagram. What our Prasad calls zoom out. Zoom out the diagram. Identify X. Yes. Now A, they contain vegetative nucleus and pollen tube nucleus. B, they contain two haploid nuclei resulting from meiosis. C, they contain two haploid male gametes resulting from mitosis. D, they contain two haploid nuclei resulting from mitosis. Pick up the one that is very close and best answer. We move on to question number 51. Which of the following is a distinctive characteristic of insect pollinated flower? I'll read again. Which of the following is a distinctive characteristic of insect pollinated flower? A. They produce sugary fruit. B. They produce abundant quantities of pollen to make up for pollen grains that might be removed by the wind. C. All of them have nectar guides on their flowers. D. The pollen grains tend to have rough surfaces. Now remember, we are talking of insect pollinated flower. So pick up the answer. Now 52. Which of the following are likely characteristics of structures found in X and stamens of this plant? Okay. Again, look at the diagram, identify X. Now structure X and stamens. Okay, done that, right. So structure of X, A. Abundant and light. B. Rough surfaces. C. Light and sticky. D. Coarse and sticky. Stamens, pendulous, non-pendulous, again pendulous, protrude outside the flower. Now alternatives are option B, option D, option C and option A. Next, question number 53. Spiny or sticky pollen grains and large attractively colored flowers are associated with. Now, attractively colored flowers. Clue. A. Anemophily, hydrophily, entomophily, ornithophily. Phily means love, I said. Just now we were talking about the insects, entomophily. Ornitho, of course, ornithology, Dr. Salim Ali, birds. Hydrus, water, hydrophily, anemophily. Now we come to question number 54. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Here, Rakesh, incorrect. 1. In Vallisneria, that's water plant, the female flower reaches the pollen grains are light and sticky. In Vallisneria, the female flower reaches the surface of the water by the long stalk. Second statement, sea grasses, female flowers remain submerged in water and the pollen grains are released inside the water. Third, wind pollination also requires that the pollen grains are light and sticky. Fourth, wind pollination is quite common in Zostera. Now A, second and fourth statements are incorrect because he is asking about incorrect. B, 1 and 2. C, third and 1. D, third and fourth. We move on to question number 55. Acrosomal reaction of the sperm occurs due to acrosome, the head region of the sperm. A, reactions within the uterine environment of the female. Reactions within the uterine environment of the female. B, androgens produced in the uterus. C, reactions within the epididymal environment of the male. D. Its contact with zona pellucida of the ova. Now we come to question number 56. Primary germ layers are. Primary germ layers are A. Trophoblast, ectoderm and mesoderm. Primary germ layers. B. Blastocyst, ectoderm and endoderm. Trophectoderm, trophomesoderm and trophoenderm. D. Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Next, question number 57. One of the most resistant biological material is A. Lignin, B. Lignocellulose, C. Sporopollenin, D. Hemicellulose. Question number 58. At the end of pregnancy, expulsion or delivery of fetus takes place due to A. Release of the birth hormone, B. Release of the progesterone hormone, C. Formation of the delivery complex, D. Vigorous contraction of the uterus. So, expulsion or delivery of the fetus. Question number 59. During hybridization process, anther of the bisexual flower is removed before dehiscence is called. Before it dehisces means dehiscence removal. A. Trastication, B. Dissection, C. Mastication, D. Emasculation. See, we are talking of anther being removed, and you know anther, male reproductive organ. Next, question number 60, last one. Egg released by the Graafian follicle is surrounded by A. Gastrula and vitelline membrane, C. I will go to C. Zona pellucida and vitelline membrane, D. Plasma membrane and tunica, and I will come to B now, none of these. Hope you have completed.
Yes, sir.
Now I will go with the answers. Just check. Take one more minute. Yeah. Question number 49, Sandeep. Answer is D. Answer is D. What is the D? C and D only. Y is a vascular bundle comprising xylem that transports water and mineral salts to anther, and phloem helps in transportation of sugars to the anther. So, Y is a vascular bundle. Okay, answer D. Question number 50. Again, answer is D. They contain two haploid nuclei resulting from mitosis. X contains pollen grains. As you are seeing in the diagram, X contains pollen grains. Pollen grain contains two haploid nuclei, haploid n number, resulting from mitosis, that is a generative nucleus and vegetative nucleus. Question number 51. Again the answer is D. Their pollen grains tend to have rough surfaces. Rough surfaces on pollen grains help them to attach onto the surface of insect pollinators. Now, question number 52. Answer is A. Option B. Insect pollinated plants tend to have pollen with rough surfaces, as we told above, to allow them to cling more readily onto the body of insect pollinators. Their stamens are unlikely to be pendulous nor protrude outside the flower, since the pollen is not intended to be released into the air and get carried away by the wind. Question number 53. Answer is C. Entomophily. Entomophily is a type of pollination that takes place by the insects. The entomophilous flowers are brightly colored because they have to attract insects, and fragmented to attract insects. Their pollen grains are sticky or spiny to easily get attached to the body of pollinators. When the insects visit the flowers, their body gets dusted with the pollen grains, and when they fly and visit other flowers, they brush against the stigma, which is being sticky, at once receives the pollen grains from their body. Thus, cross pollination is done. Question 54. Again, the answer is D. Question 54, answer is D, that is third and fourth. Next, question 55, D. It's the contract with zona pellucida of the ovum. During fertilization, sperm comes in contact with zona pellucida layer of the ovum and induces or brings in changes in the membrane that block the entry of additional sperm. Okay? Thus, it ensures that only one sperm can fertilize an ovum. So, you remember in our discussion, somebody was asking, when so many sperms are released, how is that only one sperm will have the facility for fertilization? So, this is the reason.
Depolarization of
The secretions of the acroderm help the sperm enter into the cytoplasm of the ovum through zona pellucida and the plasma membrane. Now, question number 56. Answer again D. What happened to Sandeep? Yeah, Sandeep is back. Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Development of fetus start from zygote dividing to form embryo. The embryo undergoes multiple divisions to form blastocysts that arrange into layers. So, the primary layers, as you know, they are called ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. And 57, all of you know, answer C, sporopollenin. That is the toughest one. Sporopollenin is present on the exine, exine, not intine, exine of the pollen grain. It protects the pollen grain from desiccation. No enzyme is so far reported that it can dissolve this biological material. So, Prasad, you have a chance. Prasad, Kadkol, Sandeep, Kullal Gowda. Find out an enzyme that can dissolve sporopollen. Next, question number 58. D. As expected, vigorous contractions of the uterus will pull the baby out. So, expulsion or delivery of the fetus takes place due to vigorous contraction of the uterine walls at the end of the pregnancy. And who is helping for this? Oxytocin, hormone released from pituitary glands, causes stronger contraction to cause the expulsion of fetus. So, oxytocin is very, very important. Next, question number 59, as we guess, emasculation. I said anther is masculine. So, you are removing the anther, means emasculation. So, hybridization is the process to develop hybrid plants with the desired characters. So, in the bisexual flower, the stamen is removed with the help of forceps to avoid self-pollination. This method is called emasculation. When you come back to school, all of you will be doing individually this emasculation experiment. Last question, that is C. Answer is C. Zona pellucida and vitelline membrane. So, one of the two ovaries release one egg by the Graafian follicle. The egg which is released will be surrounded by two layers called zona pellucida and vitelline membrane as protective layers. So, now check the scores. And now
What are vitelline membrane and perivitelline same?
Yes, Kadkol, that is only. Now, what you have to do is two things. For section C, out of 10, how many you got? And overall, in the sample paper 2, out of 50, how many you have scored? Please put the scores in our WhatsApp group. Soon after your classes, you complete the classes today, and after the classes, you put that. So, we have completed 2 papers. Now, just check if there is any progress. Like sample paper 1, let us say Prasad scored 47 out of 50. Sample paper 2, he must score 49. He should not score 45. That's improvement. Okay, Sandeep?
Yes.
And let me see, how many are there? 19. What about others, Sandeep? Why are they not attending? Please put a message in the group. Otherwise, I would be talking to their parents today. So, at the end of the class, Sandeep, what you do? 2 things. For section C, how many you scored out of 10? And overall, sample paper 2, what is your score?
Yes.
Okay? And keep a record. And I am posting this in our WhatsApp group today. So, take a printout. Now, you have got 2 printouts, sample paper 1, sample paper 2. Is that okay? Like this, I will be giving you 10 sample papers plus 1 KV. How many chapters? 6 chapters. Chapter wise I will give you. So, all this you make a booklet when you come back in the month of November. Is that okay? Yes, Katkol?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that we do. Right then, we will close this today and we will take up tomorrow sample paper 3rd. Right? Take care. Bye.